It's 28 years since a 13-year-old boy decided to help his grandfather by looking after 50 of his olive trees. The little boy fell in love with the olive trees and with nature. And today, 28 years later, we're at the 2025 Croatian olive harvest at Chiavalon extra virgin olive oil, where they today have over 14,000 trees and also 53 participating families. And this is probably the biggest name in Croatian olive oil story today. And it's certainly my favorite story of any I think I've come across in Croatia since I've been here for the last 23 years. And as for me, you can take a boy out of Dalmatia, but you cannot take a Dalmatian zet, a son-in-law, out of the olive harvest. And I'm looking forward today to going picking a few olives of my own. Oh, it's so good to be back in nature. And one of the things I loved about Dalmatia was the annual olive harvest in a family field. We had 80 trees, and it was such a great community time of all different generations getting together in the field and just nature. And at the end of it, we had a grill, a roštilj, and it was just probably the most relaxing part of my time in Croatia, actually. And all these people from Zagreb who are from the islands and from Dalmatia and Istria, they would go back to their roots just to be together with the soil. It's one of the most fantastic traditions in Croatia, as well as the healthiest. Cheers. Harvesting and producing the olive oil is one thing, getting it to market is quite another. And one of the things that Chiavalon has been super successful about over the years is reaching various different international markets for very high quality clients. It's currently selling to no less than 23 international countries, with most of the market being in Switzerland and in Austria and Germany. But also here at their main centre just outside Vodnjan, this is a real hive of activity for tourism for olive oil. They were named as the best olive oil tourism product for the whole of Europe for 2 years in a row. And if you come here, you constantly see tour buses coming in for tastings. About 35% of their total production of over 48,000 litres is sold here locally, partly through tastings and partly through this excellent shop here. And as you can see, it's not just their range of olive oils for sale, but also they have a range of quite exceptional organic products from elsewhere. They've now expanded. They have 185 hectares of land also in Istria, where they're producing various different products. And most famous probably is the tomato passata, but they also have some really interesting products, such as this natural Nutella, which is 60% hazelnuts and some very fine chocolate and olive oil, of course. So this is really a family business which started with those 50 olive trees, which is growing using a combination of family, community, locals and technology. And it really is, to me, one of the great success stories in Croatian entrepreneurism. So what is the process of actually making olive oil, coming from the tree to bottle? I'm here with Teddy Chiavalon, one of the founding brothers of this fantastic business, and he's going to explain the process, and then we're going to take you through it today.
Yes, so, as you will see right now, the process is very easy. Everything is very fast, and we don't need huge plants to produce top quality oil. So once we receive the olives, we register it, so we know from which place the olives are coming, what is the temperature of the olives, we know the variety of olives. Then we put it in a process where first of all we clean the leaves, we clean the eventually branches, some stones from collecting, then we wash them. During the washing starts a procedure of controlling of the temperature, so it's very important for us to obtain top quality product to control the temperature of process between 19 and 21 degrees. Just 5-6 years ago this process was completely unknown. Okay. Today we know that after 21 degrees in the process we are losing 60% of the smelts. Wow. So controlling the temperature in the process for us it's crucial. A must, it's crucial. So after washing them we mill them together with the pit, so we obtain a kind of paste. And in this phase we finish the so-called the dirty part, the outside part of the process. Then the paste is going inside for the extraction. Before the extraction we fill machines mixers called malaxers.
Okay.
We mix this paste for approximately 7 to 8 minutes,
Okay.
and we prepare the paste for the extraction. Thanks to a high-speed rotation machine, so a centrifuge, we extract the oil from the paste. In this oil there are some impurities and some vegetative water. After which after the extraction we have to clean this dirtiness, these impurities, thanks to the filters. So we have special design filters made 100% of cellulose.
Yeah.
And thanks to these high-end filters, we can clean completely our oil from impurities and vegetative water. Vegetative water, it's crucial because to clean it, because you can't see it in the oil, and can cause damages after during the time. Okay. So after the oil it's filtered, it's ready or to be bottled or to be stored in stainless steel tanks, as you will see after.
So how long does it take from the tree to the bottle if things go really well?
In our process, we try to fit everything in maximum 4 hours. So our meals, as you can see, it's very centralized. So we have olives all around the mill. I think the farthest are 10 kilometers from the mill.
Okay.
So as the olives are coming to the mill, are entering directly in the process, so I can say in 4 hours we can make all the process.
Amazing.
All the morning I'm in contact with small farmers that are bringing us the olives to mill, and this is a reservation table, so I can make a reservation for them for the milling termine. But this app, it's also practically a product made in-house completely by us to manage all the mill. So thanks to this app, for example, now I know, for example, how much olives is waiting to be processed, how much is from Chiavalon, how much is from our cooperants, how much it's for the people, for the local farmers. Then I know how many oil I have for filtration. I also know how much kilos of olives came in the last 24 hours in the mill. So we are controlling every single phase of the process.
Tell us about the different types of variety of olives that we have here.
So today, for example, we harvest the Bianchera. So after that, the guys moved to a variety called Rosignola. Both are very indigenous varieties here from Istria, from Vodnjan. At our farm, we are growing Bianchera, Istrian Bianchera, Rosignola, Morojola, Carbonazza, and Buja. Okay. So 5 of them. Okay. Then we cooperate with some families from which we buy olive. We control their production, and we buy the olives. Most of them has Lecchino, Pendolino, again Bianchera, Buja. So in total we have 7 different varieties that we process. So we process them separately, we store them separately, and after the harvest we are making the blends. So this is when the magic happens. We have about 2-3 weeks to understand how was the harvest, what are the characteristics of each harvest, of each varieties, and we put together in different way these varieties to obtain the ideal blend.
And every year it's different because the harvest is different every year.
Every year is different.
So
every
really amazing.
And
amazing
for
challenge.
us, it's always a very stressful period because. As my part of the job at that point is sales, all our distributors, our partners, restaurants are searching for the new oil, and my brother still didn't made his job. So he's in charge of blending with 2 other colleagues, Anya and Lara. They are the team that it's making the first blends. After that, all of us are judging and saying, okay, we are okay. So this process is it takes time. It takes time, let's say 2 or 3 weeks, but it's crucial to obtain an ideal blend for each meal.
Wow, fantastic.
For example, something that is interesting, I can see, for example, so for OPG Chiavalon, how much kilos? 454 kilos. The yield was 15, which is great. Last year we had, normally it will be average 12. Last year average was 10. so I know how much liters of oil. I know the location, I know which type of olives, what was the temperature in entrance, and something important, I can go till the photo of the olives that day. So thousands and thousands of metadata that we collect during the year, during the harvesting season, to control at the end the harvest at the end, but also to be fast, to don't have any kind of mistakes in this crazy rush. So something really good, something that we are developing the last 5 years. Maybe it will be also something that will make us start up in the next years from our son, daughters, and so on. I will not be for sure the one that is going to make this. For sure, the only one to have it, but also in world terms, there is maybe few to have something like this, but not so deep. Because we know, for example, from where the olives are coming from, which spot, and I can control all the life of the olives from harvesting till the bottle. So I have traceability 100%. And after that, we use this app for bottling. We use this app for sales. So it's practically an in-house product that, if we connect in the next future with IE, I think we'll get really top results, and something that we can maybe also monetize at the end.
Two of the things I really like about Chiavalon is the branding. They've got a very strong branding across all their products, but also the way they have an approach to zero waste. So here we have some pellets which are used for heating, both for Chiavalon itself and also 40 of their customers. And these are the pits from the original olives which have been mashed down. Then we have extremely amazing compost, which they recycle everything. And then we have, quite interesting, these are the olive filters for the oil coming through, both new and finished. And they actually use the filters then to use them as fire starters, another incredible product. Also, the leaves from the olives, as they get separated, as they go in for the processing, they're now being taken away and cleaned, and they're about to start a project with an Italian producer to produce a luxury tea of chamomile and tea leaf. So this is really a fun business, doing everything to work organically, work locally, and this to me is one of the greatest things in Croatia today. How are you feeling about this year's harvest?
So this harvest will be very challenging for us. We have at least at the moment 20–30% less olives than last year.
Okay.
But from the first days of processing, we can see that the yields are much better than last year. So last year we had the historical minimum in yields, and not just we, but due to climate change, so to very hot weather during July and August, all the Mediterranean area was affected with really bad yields last year. This year we expect better yields, so maybe we'll make the same quantity of last year or something less. So our production, it's not scalable, so we can scale. As you can see, we depend on weather, we depend on nature, we are completely in the hands of nature.
What an incredible day. It's a little business that started with a little boy's dream 28 years ago. Today we have been out in the fields of Chiavalon doing the harvesting. Look at the incredible machinery they've got now. They've got very big with 14,000 trees, 53 other families working with them. And what was really clear to me is this is a business which is based on family, on community, on doing things local, and on technology. There are about 40 to 50 different workers helping with the harvest. Some of them have full-time jobs, some of them don't. Every single one of them is local from the local community, and they've been here for years. This is a business which believes in expanding its ethos of sustainability, zero waste, and it's really working. And just behind me now, we have 500 or 600 different small olive producers who are coming here to mill their olives, in addition to what they're doing here. and there's like an open bar, there's the kids coming, there's a place to play. This is a real sense of community. And for me, I've seen a lot of businesses in Croatia, but very, very few are based on the principles of doing things absolutely correctly, absolutely with excellence. They have 4 full-time employees in the head office. 2 of them are PhDs, 2 of them are agronomists. They are going out and spreading their knowledge to all the smaller farmers around, and slowly they're raising the level of excellence here. And I don't know what to tell you really. I just think these two brothers have just done a phenomenal thing, and the way they're expanding their business, like I said before, in 23 countries, they won numerous global awards. They were the best olive oil tourism in Europe last year, and I think this is really a model of how a small family business with the right support can really start to bring change to Croatia.